Hi guys, Dazzie here with another episode of my weekly Newsround series. This time it's episode 23. A ton of information to get through as always. As usual, it will be spoiler filled. And I won't be including my hot comic book alerts. That is for you to go back through and check back on what are the hottest books currently. So let's get into the news. Now the end of Fox's Gotham is in sight, which I'm sad about. Really enjoyed Gotham. I've met Alfred, I've met young Bruce Wayne, I've met the Riddler. And so is the terrifying final appearance of the Joker, seen in a new poster and teaser for the show's upcoming two-part series finale. I'm going to show you the poster in a sec. It shows a look that combines elements of several different versions of the Clown Prince of Crime from across different media. Played by actor Cameron Monaghan, who has evolved his Joker version across multiple roles in the series. The costume recalls the comic book's classic colour scheme, the makeup of Jack Nicholson's 1989 movie version, and the facial scars of Heath Ledger's version from The Dark Knight. Now, the first part of Gotham's two-part final chapter airs on April the 18th, followed by the second part series finale, the 100th episode, on April the 25th. Now, it is a big loss for me. I know, again, it's a bit like Marmite. You either love it or hate it, but it has definitely got its followers. I'm a big follower of Gotham. As long as you take it as like an Elseworlds show, it's really good. I love the noir settings. Anyway, let's have a look at the Joker. There he is, guys. Finally revealed. And let's have another closer look. That is the Joker in the Gotham finale. I like the look. Much better than what we got from the Joker in the Suicide Squad anyway. Moving on. We have an update on the Captain Marvel progress in the box office. Well, Captain Marvel officially took in 20.7 million, and this is updated to the April the 1st, at the domestic box office over the weekend, 40% off of last weekend for a new total of $354 million. Now the next films it will pass on its way up the unadjusted for inflation all-time comic book charts will be 2016's Deadpool, which is ranked in 363 million, 2004's Spider-Man 2 at 374 million, and likely 2017's Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 2, which took in 390 million. Within possible reach, but not definitely, are 2002's Spider-Man with 404 million, 2016's Captain America Civil War with 408 million, 2013's Iron Man 3, 409 million. Now that's a surprise. I'm amazed that one of the weaker films in the MCU, Iron Man 3, eclipsed Civil War at the box office. That is stunning to me. And it's also on getting closer to 2017's Wonder Woman at 413 million. Now on the international front, through the weekend, Captain Marvel has earned 637 million at the overseas box office for a global total of 991 million. Now it is expected to cross the 1 billion total sometime between Tuesday and Thursday. Now, over the coming weekend, it will likely pass 2018's Dark Knight, which took in 1.005 billion, moving it into the all-time top 30 for all films later this month, and may eventually challenge 2012's The Dark Knight Rises, which took in 1.085 billion, which was number 25 on the charts. But that will likely be its last possible milestone, with Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Age of Ultron, Black Panther, Iron Man 3, Civil War and Aquaman remaining the top 7 comic book films internationally until Avengers Endgame eventually upsets the apple cart. I got a feeling that's going to be the biggest ever. But it's done good numbers, you know. Like I said, it wasn't the best for me, not by a long shot. It's about a 7.5 out of 10, maybe even a 7. Um, there were elements that I loved. I liked Telos. I thought he was brilliant. Um, I thought Nick Fury did okay in a more comedic role. And of course, there was a Goose the Cat, but I don't know. It was lacking the action elements for me. It was good to see Ronan turn up, and then he just didn't deliver. I wanted a full scale battle. And in the end, with Jude Law and Captain Marvel, they just like squared off against each other. And she blasted him. That was it. Job done. Disappointing finale, I thought. Here's a bit of casting news, and I'm going to show you an image. How many of you guys know what this is? I own the comic. I'm excited. Sylvia Del Fante has been cast as Mother Superior in Netflix's Warrior Nun live action series. Now, Del Fante will reportedly be a key series regular on the show, opposite the titular Warrior Nun Alba Baptista. Now, Del Fante will play Mother Superior, responsible for training the warrior nuns, and while she may not give the orders, she's the one who really runs the place, explains Deadline. Having witnessed horrors as a child, she's burdened with the guilt of the things she did and didn't do while just trying to survive. Now, Del Fante recently appeared on the Italian broadcaster Rai 1's Don Matteo and has a small role on Netflix's Rai 1's Medici. Now, based on the Antarctic Press series Warrior Nun Aurelia, Warrior Nun is being written, produced, and showrun by Simon Barry. Read the book. It is going to be fun. It's going to be a fun series, that one, I think. Looking forward to that. Not sure how I feel about this next bit of news. I was a huge fan of the character when she first appeared in one of my favourite shows of all time, which was Arrow at the time. But the further the series and seasons went on, she just got bogged down whether it was bad script writing. It was all too lovey-dovey, and she lost a lot of her spark for me. Am I sad to see her go? Truthfully, not really. But I'm sad to be seeing the show go, that's for sure. Arrow co-star Emily Bett Rickards, posted on Instagram that she is leaving the show at the end of the current 7th season. Now, Rickards, who plays Felicity Smoke, now I've met her, I've got her autograph. You know, I don't wish bad. You know, I enjoyed it. Like I say, the first 2-3 seasons I thought she was great, but when they got married, it all seemed to go downhill for me. Well, like I say, Rickards plays Felicity Smoke and is one of the few actors who have remained with the CW drama since its debut in 2012. Now, here is Rickards' announcement, written in the form of a poem. The time has come to talk of many mems, of bows and arrows and superheroes and Elicity and queens, and why the Green Arrow is so damn hot. And yes, Canaras need more scenes, but wait, just a minute, before we go and do all that, for this makes me out of breath to have this not small chat. Felicity and I are a very tight two, but after 1 through 7, we will be saying goodbye to you. I thank you all for the time we've shared, the elevators we have climbed, the monsters we have faced and scared, and the burgers we have dined. I will keep her in my heart for always, and I hope that you do too, because she would not be alive if it weren't for all of you. Love, Felicity and me. Now, Deadline believes that the actor's contract with the show had ended and the studio and the actor couldn't come to agreeable terms to continue. Now, Rickards is leaving ahead of the show's planned 8th and final shortened season. There are 5 episodes left of Arrow's 7th season, which is scheduled to culminate on May the 13th. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna miss Arrow. I really am gonna miss it. You know, season 2 of Arrow, still one of the best seasons of any show I've ever watched. When Deathstroke was in there wreaking havoc. Yeah, it's lost again. It's lost a little bit of its spark, but I still tune in. It is the show that got me brought into this community, and it will be missed for sure. Okay, well, on March the 29th and 31st, attendees of the Dark at the WonderCon received a special edition poster of Dark Phoenix. So if you attended that, you probably have this poster. I quite like it. It is striking. A nice giveaway for the upcoming Dark Phoenix movie. Quite looking forward to that now, actually. Early buzz was looking... it was a mess. The film was a mess. And we still didn't know whether we were actually getting it. I've avoided trailers. But it will be good to see them probably in their last... Could it be their last outing? I would presume so. Before they're maybe recast in the MCU? I don't know. Don't want them to recast Wolverine, that's for sure. The latest gossip is that... Well, I'm hearing gossip that Zac Efron, you know, The Greatest Showman, High School Musical, Baywatch... I stay away from that one. But he's being lined up to play Wolverine. But I've also read about that he could be being cast as Adam Warlock. I would prefer him as Adam Warlock. Don't dislike the guy. Great in The Greatest Showman. Love The Greatest Showman. We'll see where that goes. But Wolverine, I don't think so. Not for me. Adam Warlock, possibly. Well, the first poster for MGM's The Addams Family animated film has been released. The poster debuted on IMDb's Twitter page with a trailer announced for April the 10th. Now, based on the long-running comic strip by Charles Addams, the Addams Family will co-star Oscar Isaac as Gomez, Charlize Theron as Morticia, Chloe Grace Moretz as Wednesday, Finn Wolfhard as Pugsley, Nick Kroll as Uncle Fester, and the legend, that is Bette Midler, as Grandmama. Now, the Addams Family is due out in theatres on October the 18th, 2019. Here's the poster. I'm not a big fan of these animated ones, but that could be fun. I intend to watch the live action ones soon with my kids. A bit more about the Dark Phoenix now. Now, the Walt Disney Company is re-evaluating all of the Fox movies following the completed acquisition of 21st Century Fox, according to Dark Phoenix writer, director, and long-time X-Men producer Simon Kinberg. Now, when asked specifically about the beleaguered Gambit feature film starring Channing Tatum, Kinberg told Variety that he thinks or hopes the film will still happen. All of the movies at Fox are being evaluated, Kinberg said. I love the idea of Channing playing Gambit. I think we have a great script for it, and I think it's a role he was born to play. It's a character I grew up loving, and I know the fans love, so I hope it will happen. Kinberg was previously known to be a producer on Gambit, but in this new report, Variety identifies him also as the film's screenwriter. Now, with Disney's acquisition of Fox, Kinberg said he expects crossovers between franchises, and Kinberg has worked extensively with Disney on their Star Wars films. There will be a lot of mixing and merging now, and I'm all for it and excited to see, Kinberg said. Now, when asked for specific crossover he personally liked to see, crossover with the X-Men, he had some very specific ideas for Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man. I would say probably either somebody from Wakanda or Iron Man. I mean, I love Robert Downey Jr., Kinberg said. I've worked with him. I love what he does with the character. I feel like he created the total template for the MCU, the first Iron Man movie. And so the notion of Iron Man popping up in X-Men or Iron Man interacting with Deadpool is pretty exciting. That would be so cool. Fingers crossed he survives Endgame. I'm not confident. For me, Captain America or Iron Man are going to bite the dust. That's going to be an emotional moment. I don't want to lose either of them personally, but Iron Man is a definite keeper. Okay. Shazam actor Zachary Levi. Yeah, Shazam's coming out this week, isn't it? Excited for this one. More excited than I am for Captain Marvel, I think. Well, Zachary Levi has a promise and maybe a challenge for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who has been signed to play Shazam's nemesis Black Adam in his own film since before Levi even got the part. Dwayne, Dwanta Claus. I promise if we ever get the opportunity to bring the fisticuffs, I will be so gentle particularly because I don't want to accidentally hit you and then you die. I would really hate for that to happen, Levi said jokingly, somewhat mimicking the style of a wrestling promo. But I am very excited about the prospect or the idea of being able to have Shazam and Black Adam fight each other in the film world. That would be tremendously fun. Now, when Shazam was first announced, Johnson was cast as the villain role as Black Adam before plans changed and Johnson was given his own film. However, no update on the status of the Black Adam solo film has been offered in the lead up to Shazam's release. Now, the last update came in August of 2018, with producer Hiram Garcia saying the film had a completed script and was definitely happening. But no word since then. Black Adam has never been assigned a release date. Shazam, like I said, is out on April the 5th. I think Zachary Levi and the director were at Forbidden Planet in London recently for a free signing, and of course, I didn't know about it till after the event. My friend Carl, he has met Zachary Levi and has a photo with him. I think he's going to be huge, Zachary Levi. I want to see Shazam come into the Justice League. Okay, and final bit of news. Though it's long been known that actor Sandra Bullock was also almost cast as the Matrix's female lead Trinity, now producer Lorenzo De Bonavarti says Bullock was also offered the film's central role of Neo in an attempt to attract a big name to the cast. We went out to so many people I don't remember. We were getting desperate, De Bonavarti told the Wrap. We went to Sandy Bullock and said, we'll change Neo to a girl. Producer Joel Silver and I worked with Sandy on Demolition Man, and she was and continues to be a very good friend of mine. It was pretty simple. We sent her a script to see if she was interested in it, and if she was interested in it, we would try to make the change. It just wasn't something for her at the time, and so it didn't go anywhere. Would not have liked to have seen that. Of course, Bullock's speed co-star Keanu Reeves went on to star as Neo, with Carrie-Anne Moss taking the role of Trinity. Big fan of Carrie-Anne Moss, love her in Jessica Jones. Taking the role of Trinity for a trilogy of movies now considered sci-fi classics. Still, given Bullock's profile in the late 90s, following a string of blockbuster successes, it's interesting to consider what the Matrix would have looked like with her in the starring role. Not great at all. I think that last thing she was in is it Bird Box? This on Netflix. I haven't seen it yet. I am going to have a look at that because it had a big following, didn't it? But apparently it's a shocker. It's a shocking film. But there it is. That's a wrap. Under 20 minutes. Thank you so much for everybody that has stuck with me. At the moment, I have the devil's number, 666 subscribers. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, comment as always, and I'll get back to you. Thanks, that's Daz over and out. Bye for now.